participating soon, and I'm going to be less disappointing.
All right, so there you go.
When are you going to start participating? If you ever stop casting a FACEIT Cup, would you play in one?
Yeah, probably.
If you ever stop casting a FACEIT Cup.
Yeah, that is a very good point,
it's pretty
actually.
Scary. You might just be casting these
for the rest of my days when I'm like 80.
Guys, I think we've got a match starting right now. Here it is, Twister versus CNZ. We're going to get Furious Heights again, man. And let's get on there.
Twister's got this.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think he has. He's got a good start. He's going to be, of course, on that LG right now. And this is, I think, the strongest start. He has to go for the aggressive here, the offensive, into that red. But he can totally do it. CNZ, though, was there a huge delay there? It looks like there must have been.
Not too much. It's not too crazy. But actually, Mega and Red are closer together than Twister's going to be that comfortable with.
Yeah, I think this has screwed up Twister's positioning a little bit. I think the items were offset kind of in a bit of a strange way. That was pretty late red armor, and that was by CNZ's design. So that's really well played by CNZ, because I feel like Twister would have had the advantage otherwise.
Well, Twister's got the rail now, so he's going to be absolutely ecstatic to see if he can actually do anything with it. But he's got to be hitting. He's got to build a game like Kilson did now that he's retired. Oh, Twister's got great LG, but CNZ just turns around. 2 health. Are you kidding me? Oh, what? CNZ, why did you do that?
He was on the 25. What happened?
It's like it must have been a pixel or 2 away or something.
Oh
that
my
is.
God.
Oh wow.
Someone needs to send a call to sync error. Something's up there.
At least for his sake, he's not losing, but he is going to have to make that one of those great fights happen again. It's always annoying when you finish a fight though with 2 health left. You can't do much afterwards.
Ooh. Out of the telly, rocket straight in the feet, bouncing Twister up, but it might not be enough, and at least CNZ was able to take that red armor. That is something. He's not going to be in too much trouble just yet. But he's got to be careful. Twister's going to be on this next mega health, but not if CNZ can lock down the LG in that kind of 50 choke point. And both of these players, they keep converging there. That's the main. The battle for positioning has been the main thing so far. And Twister, he's going to win this next red. Very crucial rail hit there before the red armor was taken. And looks like CNZ will be able to steal away that mega health too. So he's in a much better position than he was. But at the same time, Twister has to keep being careful for a while. And very nice, Pete.
Still available. CNZ, is he going to go for another shot over here? Twister's feeling very unsteady. And there are the 5 health doubles there. The dusty ones in the corner are actually getting taken. And for good use. CNZ manages to take the red. And he's going to survive a little longer. It's only 1 fragment difference, even though we've had 3 or 4 deaths already in the first 2.5 minutes. CNZ though with the LG. Can he get close range? They're just dancing around this pillar. Oh, the LG almost gets Twister. 28 health left. Red should definitely be the Estonians now. He should be able to hold on tight to that.
I like how you described them as dusty. That is pretty true. No one ever takes those. And
how many games, like out of every 100 Furious Heights games you see, how many of them would you see someone actually touch those 5 health bubbles?
Yeah.
Between 1 and 2, maybe.
Indeed. There must be some cobwebs on there. Maybe there's a janitor going around cleaning up the map when people aren't looking. But regardless, we have a red and a mega spawning at the same time. Both players are kind of playing it safe at the moment. It's a gentleman's agreement almost, and each going for their big item, and Twister going to take a bit of damage there. So CNZ should feel pretty confident to assert himself on the next yellows and the chase as well, to try to go for some damage here. And Twister, if he reads the situation well, he will avoid all that damage. And so far he's doing well.
Twister kind of wants to get himself to 100, 200 first. Oh, that was a nice little round. That's killing the clock a bit for Twister, and CNZ might even be able to make a move very soon. The LG coming in. Twister's extremely weak. He's getting some decent rockets, but nowhere near decent enough. Still a really tidy stack here for CNZ. Misses the rail at the end, but he's got time. He can get himself the mega. And he maybe can head over towards the railgun, in fact. The yellow spawns behind him, and he actually is going to stop him in his tracks.
It was really well played by CNZ, because he had that one window of time where he had to make that damage, and it's really hard to do that, and he did it. And he managed to be able to get the frag, push Twister off even another red.
Really nice.
Getting that momentum. So CNZ, I think he's really showing a very, very good level of play at the moment, and Twister's struggling a little bit.
Oh, this is exactly what I'm expecting. If CNZ manages to continue this control, get up to 200 again, I think it's going to be very difficult for Twister to keep himself in the game unless he manages to do something atypical of himself, like hitting 5 rails in a row. which is not that unlikely. Okay, but red's been taken. CNZ still moving forward. He's got the lightning gun pressuring with it. Now he's got to be very careful. Twister, he goes through a teleport. He misses his rail, so there's still a chance though for Twister as he hasn't died yet.
Now Twister, if he can keep CNZ locked away in here for quite a long time, that would actually be really nice because a lot of items will spawn, but CNZ's able to sneak out of there, get a 25 and a 50, so that's actually somewhat of a bad result for Twister, who's actually really low himself, and now CNZ should be able to get to that Mega in time.
It's a long route though to get to Mega.
Oh, okay.
He should have gone over there already. He's got the health and armor to do it. And he hasn't managed to do any damage before or after Twister taking the Mega. And that little chip there won't really count for anything.
Yeah, Twister just needs to be really patient at the moment. And he's actually going to go for it after that rail. That's a really strong move.
Wow.
That's experience. Almost off the spawn too.
So close.
Love the gut reaction from Twister. There was the connection, no hesitation, just went in.
CNZ just did not have a clue. He blinked for, I don't know, a fraction of a second too long, and he was just unable to respond. He switched to the LG. By the time he did that, Twister was already on the ground, landing rockets in his head.
And here we go.
Red in a second. Twister might be able to take the lead here. He's made some awesome plays, and this is a well-deserved frag that he's getting. There we are. Pretty risky, but he made it work. He wanted the lead right there and then, and he wouldn't have left without it.
Yeah, it'd be nice we got the finish there from Twister. He's got to really be careful with the stack that he has right now. He going in for a bit of damage, some poke damage, and then getting the next red is going to be the game plan for now. And there's the poke damage. Just needs to make sure he gets onto this red. There's still a few seconds until it spawns, so he's got to be a bit wary. But after he picks this up, he's got a really strong play on the Mega. CNZ wants to stop that though, and he goes in aggressively.
I think CNZ might be a little bit low, but his LG is working pretty nicely, and CNZ even gets the kill. So we're tied up once again. This is a really close round of 16 game. I did say that CNZ's going to win at the beginning, but I'm actually not really that sure now that we're seeing how close it actually is.
I mean, CNZ seems to be finding the moments to strike perfectly, because if Twister had gotten that red, then CNZ gets locked out of the Mega and locked out the map, and then Twister is in a really good situation. But CNZ leveled the playing fields, and the game is tied up. So that is amazing from CNZ.
He's managed to keep hold of quite a lot of armor. He's really looks like actually manages to hit a rail. Takes barely anything in return. Mega and red up at the same time. CNZ wants to get one of these ones cleanly, and it's not happening at the moment. Gets the yellow back up to 100 armor, hoping that Twister's going to leave him alone. There it is. Mega has been earned. Twister eventually sits onto the red. I'm going to switch over to Twister now. Yeah, he's got a small advantage in the stacks.
Need some more rockets though, only one there, and that's always annoying, so you might be thinking about replenishing soon, but it's got to be kind of worrying about these positions and these angles. Here's a good opportunity though, and will he just go crazy for this red armor? Now he can't.
Yeah, CNZ's won it, and he's getting the much better stack going. He's going to be able to get the Mega health next. Twister, he can play this slow. 2 minutes to go. No need to rush anything when you're in not such a dominating position.
Here we go, makes the jump across. CNZ puts in the challenge with the LG. So far it's pretty good from CNZ, but Twister will escape. Looking for the rails, and there is the trade. They've got to be both so low there.
Yeah, they'll be rejected. CNZ's going to jump down. He's going in with the LG. Twister's, he's in a bit of trouble, but he's managing to defend himself. Takes the 25 health bar before the rail lands. CNZ missing what should be a clutch shot. Twister chasing him for the kill. We got a rocket in the air. What was that? There was just a huge delay going on when he hit the ground. But Twister's weak. CNZ, is he going to look to tie it up very fast? 10 health left. Twister, oh, what have you done?
Oh my, why?
Why did you do it? What was the possible reason for that? CNZ is going to capitalize.
If that's the reason why he loses the game.
Okay, he wasn't in a good position, you know. He needed help and stuff, but don't kill yourself like that. At least if you know you're going to die, do some damage. He could have run over towards the top spot by the grenades. There's a couple of things he could have done. Yeah,
he would have been able to pick up the yellow, both 25s, and maybe even the red as well. He would have been in a decent enough spot to survive at least with a tied game, which is much better than you can say for now. CNZ running around super stacked, and Twister definitely experiencing some problems over there yonder. That rail is very, very vicious.
That second rail was basically GG, to be honest. Twister's going to get the Mega, but he's weakened considerably. 50 health bubble, Sinzet doesn't need to get rid of it by any means, but he can if he likes.
So 20 seconds left, and he's just waiting for Twister to come at him.
Good idea. Let's have a look at Twister. He's just got to charge. You haven't got any time to be pondering about the moves. Just have at it.
And he knows exactly where he has to be. And CNZ can hear him a mile away. And they're missing the rocket jump, getting railed.
Left.
Oh, it's just no time. And there you go. So CNZ's going to win. It was close.
It was really close.
It was really close. CNZ, he seems to have this style where he puts you in crisis management mode all the time, because there were some really key moments where he had to really put a lot of pressure on like these very small windows, and he always just came in the nick of time. And if he hadn't done that move, then Twister would be, playing his game. But instead, he knocks Twister off of his game.
Well, to be honest, they both knocked each other unconscious. Well, knocked themselves out, basically. They both failed getting health levels. I kind of think CNZ's falls was a bit more legit than Twister's, as he literally just fell. If there was any item there, it would have been the plasma. That's not going to heal you up, Twister.
No.
Why did he just panic and just go, doink, let's just fall off? I am confused.
Yeah.
He had a much better chance at winning that game if he just didn't decide to be a little suicidal then.
Exactly. So
it was fun there. It was fun.
It was a good match to go to after
ends.
I wasn't going to say it. I was
sorry.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named.
Anyway, guys, it's time for another break. When we're back, we'll have more Quake Live action here as we get deeper and deeper into today's tournament with me and Zoot. So stay with us.